Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be going over my first personal portfolio website that I created with JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. This was kind of a half tutorial. I kind of followed some tutorial and quickly got away from it because there was some. I wanted to do things differently. I had written up a design for the website and I just didn't know how to get started. And once I got started, I just kind of kicked myself off. Um, I got some ideas from, some tutorials online, some Udemy courses. I got a lot of ideas from other places, but I threw them into what to fit my website design. So I'm just going to go over all the functionality. This should be up, I'm hoping by the end of the week, next week or this weekend. So this will be up by the time anybody's seeing this, hopefully. So we're going to start off with just showing the cool grayscale functionality of the picture. So when I highlight over, it comes into color. We got two buttons here. The links work. If I click on them, I believe it should show you. This takes me to my resume, so that works there. And then this will take me to the LinkedIn. So, both of those buttons work. They got a nice little glow effect to them, something like really fancy. Down here is just my, career timeline. So my current job, my old job, and then my 2 degrees that I got. So the next page is going to be, my about me with some skills. So here's just a little stuff. Here's a little introduction, nothing cool. Same buttons both work with a nice little glow effect. Looks really fancy. Here's some, progress bars on how I feel that I represent my skills in, different languages and categories. So down here is just some additional skills, some IEDs, some unit testing, some SQLs, some APIs, REST APIs, working in Agile. Uh, Next one is my personal portfolio. So, here is an employee prediction um, in Python using Flask. So this is my GitHub link, YouTube link to a demonstration, and then a website link so you can go and do it yourself. These all work. I don't want to waste your time showing you all of them, but I will just show that, it does work. It does take you to those videos. It does take you to the website. That will load. I just don't want to waste your time. Same here, same thing with just my inventory system that I made. Scheduling application, same thing, all works. My delivery system, my cool little text game that I made that's still working in progress. And then here's the website itself. So when that link comes up, you'll be able to do that. This video will take you to the video you're watching now, this link here. And then, of course, the GitHub for it. So this is a little cool a portfolio of mine. So just some of the projects that I've done. In the future, these will update. These will become either, more than 6, or I'll probably keep it a limit at 6 so you guys don't have to just dig through all this. But just some of the work that I've done with a mix of both personal and academic projects. Unfortunately, all of the personal or the professional projects that I've done are confidential, so I can't post them on here. Um, my resume has a little bit of information about those, but my personal or my professional, um, projects that I've done solo or with a team, that's all has to stay confidential. So, um, down here is just a cool little introduction to who I am. As I said here, I was bouncing back and forth on whether I should even include this page because, it's supposed to be a portfolio page. It's not supposed to do, be personal, but I wanted to add this page separately. So if you wanted to know about me and my life and, how, where I started, my story, anything like that, then you could, or you could skip over it. I wanted to add that in. So we got this nice little zoom in effect with color. This is some hiking here close by. We actually did recently. Each of my little buttons here have a different shine effect. They got that glow, but instead of, the buttons with that right to left fill in, I just have a little shine. I just want to do something different. I didn't want to do the same thing over and over, but here's just some family photos, and if you select on over them, they got a nice little glow behind them, and, you know, they pop up so you can see them a little bit better. Something like oh cool. And then here's some story, and then, a link, and then when they highlight over one of my bachelors, I got this cool little animation, but it cycles through some colors and then, it returns to default. So I thought that was pretty cool. I want to show off a little bit of my animation skills that I had learned over a few videos. And then down here are just some photos of my puppies and little puppy jail because his feet were muddy. And just, I just wanted to go over some of my personal life. So, and then, I'll just hit the top of the page here. And then here at the end is a contact me page with a link to my GitHub, my YouTube, and my LinkedIn. This all works. But when I hit submit, it'll take you to a page using a third party contact, but that will all be set up by the time this website's live. So right now, I can't because it's just a personal HTML, but it will work. So here's all my contact information if you ever want to get a hold of me, whether you want to comment, question, you want to reach out, anything like that. And then the coolest effect that took me forever to figure out, but was a cool little idea that I decided that I wanted to include in here was a light and dark mode. So when I hit this button, as you can see, a lot changes. So the fill-ins, the highlights, the glow, the color, the text, everything's changing. And the idea of that is I just wanted to add that little cool light mode, dark mode in here. So in case you don't like this, in case you want, a brighter screen, because, some people like light mode, some people like dark mode. But I thought I would change that up. And it's, like I said, it's pretty cool. It changes the glow of everything. You have those progress bars. Everything's still changing. Same with here, the pop-up color. Everything's changing. It's really cool. I love it. I like it. This is a really cool functionality. Same here. Nothing changes there, but these are going to highlight differently, right? And what I thought was cool was I changed the color of the glow. So if you remember, that was blue. So you got that blue color glow here. Well, when I change it, it's red. I thought that was cool. I loved that so much. Nothing here's changing. This is still going to be that, that color cycle. Same all cut page. So these are all going to change color, right? Because if you remember before, they were just highlight blue. Now they're red and they highlight red and white. So that's pretty cool. The text color inside here is changing from white to black, so it's legible. You can actually read it. All these icons are changing from gray to a nice little red color, and then of course the submit button and all that. So that is the extent of the website. Like I said, the idea of the website here is to introduce myself, so in hopes of a future employer looking at me, they want to get some ideas of what my skill sets are, or some ideas of what I'm passionate about. So, and that was kind of the whole idea behind this, is like, this is just who I am and who I'm passionate about. I want you to get to know me for me, so that there is no, there's some transparency there, right? Because when you're trying to hire somebody, you never know who they are as a person. And I always like to, be straightforward and open book about that. So I added this page in there, and, even if one person out of 100 view it, then, at least they get to know, that one person gets to know who I am. So I think this was probably the most passionate page, that I was having the most fun with. I spent a lot of time on this page to, both get, presentation looking nice, to add some cool effects, some links and all that, my little story here. I wanted to, show everybody that, I'm passionate, and it's not just with, my family. This page, I loved doing this page. It took forever to get this right and everything to look all fancy, but I really enjoyed doing this. I really enjoyed the page. So I just wanted to show everybody that, I am passionate about learning, especially learning new code. JavaScript has been, kind of a new thing for me, CSS, HTML. I mean, although I do some of that at work, this is a whole new, like set of skills and learning and experience. So I really loved building this website. This was oddly entertaining for me, because coming from somebody who learns, back end only, I'm just Java only, and Python, stuff like that, C sharp. I never really got to do the front end stuff, but now that I have, this has been really fun. I'm gonna be building some more websites in the future, and hopefully for some local businesses here soon. So once this is deployed, it'll be up. You guys can view it. Feel free to leave any comments or questions in the contact. If you hate it, you love it, whatever. You want to change something, whatever. I'm open to any suggestions, any questions or comments. I just want to thank you for listening. Marshall out.